So I think I am focused, in focus, or whatever you call it. I can't really tell. I can't 100% tell you if I'm in focus or not, because I am. I think you call it short-sighted, but I'm not sure. I have tea and I have also water. And what I'm gonna do is, if you've seen the title of the video, you probably understand what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna read my Instagram poetry, and I think I'm gonna title the video reading my favorite Instagram poetry from this autumn. And that is kind of a lie, because I'm also gonna read like sort of like August, like late August poetry too that I posted here, because that's kind of when I slowly, because of like self-isolation, because of like self-isolation and boredom, I turned my freaking Instagram into a poetry Instagram, and pretty much a poetry Instagram only. I can't figure out lightning, so beware with me. What? How did I know? So, but then again, like, because I'm titling the video autumn poetry, obviously, but I think here's the thing. August, some people have said this before, so many people might be over this and like disagree and whatever, but August is a friend of autumn. It's my favorite time of the year, and to me August is pre-autumn. It is. I know some people say that. I know it sounds lame, but I just feel like that's how it is. And it's my favorite time of the year is late summer and early autumn, and then like full-on autumn, which it is now. Like, it's intense, super autumn right now. What? I don't know. I think I'm not, these ones I wrote in the caption. Like, I think I wrote this in the caption, like at 2 a.m. These two poems I'm gonna read for you first here. But I have this picture, and I don't know if I can show it, but it's sort of like the famous sea that I go to, and people have seen on my Instagram like a million times, that I started going to sort of sit and be a philosopher and reminisce and be pretentious about life or something, that I go to like almost every day to take a break from university studies. Even I go there like no matter what. So if it's like pouring rain or just like sunshine or whatever, I just go there every day, pretty much every day, to sort of listen to music and de-stress and whatever, and swing too. Like, I think that's such a therapy thing, to just sit and swing by the sea, because they have swings there. But instead of just like dragging this out, I'm just gonna read the poems. And I'm not, here's the thing, you can go to my Instagram, but I'm just gonna read my absolute favorite ones to you. I'm a bit hyper, so I feel like I speak too fast. I'm sorry, but I'm just hyper because I got a really good grade that I did not expect. So someone texted me in the middle of my video. You know who you are. Get out! No, I'm just kidding. No, but I'm a little bit hyper today because I got a really good grade today at something I just never in a million years thought I would succeed at. So I like my self-esteem just like, when it was like just average normal self-esteem, it's just like, so that's kind of what happened. And I'm sorry, I'm a bit hyper. This video is messy, but I can't make this video too long. And also I want to read the poems. I think I'm gonna have to start over again if I mess up or read too fast or in a tone I don't want to read it in. People's attention spans are short in this modern age of time, this time we're living in. I don't even know. So 5 or 6 poems, my absolute favorites from this pre-autumn and from this autumn of 2020, when I've had like a rush beam of like like diving into creativity, because like as much as like I pour 80% of my time into my university studies, I have so much time to do absolutely nothing, and instead of doing absolutely nothing, I try to read. I am reading like 5 freaking books at, oh my gosh, at the same time. So I'm just kidding. No, but I'm reading The Picture of Dorian Gray. I've been reading it for a month because I get bored when I read one page out of a book. Nowadays, I'm a literature student, but I'm just, since I don't have time to like, I don't have so much time to like, what am I saying? I don't have variation in my life. I just like sit at home, and the only social life I have is like calling a friend. I see like 5 people on the normally, you know, and 2 of them are my parents, and some others are like friends I live nearby that I see sometimes that also self-isolate, and I trust them, and why not see them when I can see them, you know what I mean, like, you know. But they're, you know, making new friends and living on campus and all of that. That is something I put on pause. Like any sort of university life and everything is just like not worth it at this time. I think to self-isolate and just stay away from people and only go for like grocery shopping and seeing the people that you know when you trust and you've known them for a while. I only see a few friends here and there, but like most of them I talk to on Instagram or Zoom or FaceTime or, you know, La internet, whatever that is. I'm just kidding. But you know, I have so much time to do stuff, so why not make videos, you know? I lost so, like over the years, like especially starting university, when, you know, university was more hectic last year, I just didn't have time for the hobbies in the same way. Like I kind of stopped singing, I lost interest in that. Poetry kind of came back and forth, and photography and everything, and making videos, if anything, I just like stopped this year because like I was busy with university. I needed a break, and I already kind of talked about that, but I want to get back my interests, and I really get a kick out of making videos. It's so much fun. I forgot how much fun it is, and especially talking videos. It's so new to me in a way, like I've tried it before, but it's also so much fun. So it's like I really want to build up my life and have many balls in the air. Let's say something less like misinterpretive. I like to do many things at once, is just what I'm saying. And especially now when I have so much time on my hands, like I have 80% university study time in my life, of course, but then, and you know, I can go for a walk, and I can take pictures. Like nature photography is an interest of mine again, and writing poetry, I've had such a burst of inspiration from that. So I think if anything, I'm talking so much about myself, but what I'm telling you guys, like pick up hobbies, like what you can do in these times. I know some of you might have a job like you have to go to, but a lot of you also work from home, and some of you, just like me, go to university, but you go to university on the computer. I'm sorry, but you just go, like, I'm just in front of a computer all the time every day, and when I'm not, it's nice to go for a walk and take pictures of nature and just keep busy, even if I can't be social. Even if I'm dying to make friends and like fall in love one day, I would be happy. Like I would love that. I would love to find love. No, but as much as I like want to make friends, and as long as I want to see old friends, make new friends, like I can't. There are only a few people I can meet, but I have to look forward to that and see that that is a thing for the future, and right now I can't have that in my life. But I'm trying to pick up on like old hobbies, new hobbies, everything, and making videos. It's so much fun. Like I'm already so hyper and energetic, and I have so much. I'm rested and ready. That's all I can say. Like I think what this year has done for me is like purged out like old thoughts, like mental health problems, like old sort of like obsessive thoughts, or I don't even know what I used to struggle with. I don't even remember, because I processed it so much in this time, and I've been able to just like move on from whatever I used to struggle with, and I've been able to just like take this time to learn like knowledge and creativity. I think is the 2 things that I make my COVID self-isolation life about. And hopefully one day when I've graduated university, I can get back out there into a world and maybe work in a non-COVID world, and I can also make friends in a non-COVID world, probably a happier one, hopefully. So I'm just want to give you guys some hope, even if I'm just talking about myself, I only have myself. I just want to sort of tell you guys, this is the time to learn stuff. This is the time to be creative. If you have a lot of time on your hands, if when you've woken up in the morning and you had an online seminar and you're done with the studies for the day, and then you have so much other time to do stuff, learn something else, like read a book. Like The Sorrows of Young Werther, I'm rereading, and this freaking Netflix movie, I'm only a few pages in and I already think that the book is weirder than the movie. No, or not weirder, but scarier, I think, like more horror-ish, I guess. I'm reading some philosophy too, like learn stuff, widen your horizons, and as well as like this freaking book that I'm already just a few pages in, but like I sadly relate this to my own life. Like these group of girls remind me of a group of girls I used to know, and I'm not even gonna say at which point in my life because some might be watching, some might not, I don't know. But unfortunately, I relate to Samantha here in the beginning of the book, and I related to a few situations in my own life, and I don't know what that says about me or my life, but yeah. I relate to this book. It's so funny. It's so, like, so many lines are, it hits home, and I don't even know what that says about my life, but it says something. No, I'm just kidding. Tea. I'm not going to spill it, even though I am a millennial. I'm not here to spill tea. I'm here to drink tea. That's, you know, when you you know when you want to take a break from yourself because you hear yourself talking and you're just like, I'm over it. You know, I just like, I said that in the most like American way. The way I said that, the tone and whatever, I just said it in such a, I'm sorry, like, I just, you know, I watch a lot of Americans on YouTube, so I know I have this Swedish accent, but I also know that I am very much Americanized from a young age. Country music, not just country music, just YouTube everything. Like, I'm an only child that's spent a lot of time on my own, and I've been a lot on the internet, and I'm very Americanized, and sometimes to a fault, so I'm sorry. I just, what is this video? What is, I don't even, what am I don't know. I'm supposed to read poetry, but I'm hyper and I'm bragging about a grade I got, and I'm also bragging about my very much loner social, like, what's happening? I don't even know what this is. Okay, I'm just gonna read 5-6 poems. Sorry I go on and on about myself, but I'm trying to connect with you guys. Like, I'm trying to build a connection. No, I'm really not. Here we go. This is my first poem, Untitled. The sky painted itself a rocky road in vain, crisscrossing while dodging bullets, waited, paused, silently dropped. What a weightless companion, this dismal shape across an Andean August day. How hard to distinguish one blue light from another, because I blink, think, oh, we're older now, she says to me, and it shows. You lost baby weight, a wide eye to your left. But what is an aging soul if it's just your open garden gate dream? Straight ahead, another life. May sweeps by, she the fiery regret, she the gravel in the right, the diamond in the rough. Tucking in the skyline at night, a warrior with the savior complex, stealing those red winding streams. How do you up a down and down the up? Can you keep it warm? How about now? Your secret lullaby begins in the pines. Grateful you're not 20 or 1. No, never no more, never not another one. Instead, the sky can come down tomorrow, maybe down the stairs, maybe through the valley, unfold vigorously. Tap you on the back of a white hand, a crystal blue eye in unison. A gentle stroke, and there's your courage. One last clean goodbye against the deep dark waters. Oh, you the sky, a landslide, crossroads and the heavy rain. We're a bit older now, but that's okay. She's gone now, but kept close. Grinning, not your oldest, but wisest redemption. There's also wait, there was one, I forgot one. Okay, but I'm gonna do three. Okay, I'm gonna do 3 poems from pre-autumn, so I hope you like it. Okay, this one's called, I'm putting this one here, so you can read along if you want to, or sing along. Read along. Sing along? Kidding. Small talk. What could break my heart more than a trace of the turbulent moon, or a song of the waves, a friend in the dark, risen on a saddened sky, somewhere in the beginning of sad September? She, my friend, staring through the looking glass, reminding herself of August skies, crashing in like June memories, a small wrecking ball dancing against the wet pavement, just making conversation. I've never been a lover to or for rain, but I've never been much for measuring miles of melancholy either, especially in my own heart. Especially when the sky is grey, a heat wave of coldness, and, she's like an abyss of silver rivers now, this memory holding me down, distasteful, but clean from any sort of insignificance. So yeah, I like that one. Once again, I kind of made one mistake when I said this. It's supposed to be of a sad September, not of sad September, of a sad September. Just what is this? What is this? But yeah. Okay, I've been trying to read this poem for 2 times now, but I just ended up I don't know, stammering or something, but I'm just gonna try to read this frickin' untitled poem. I'm just kidding. Poem. Can I desire a moment, any moment right now, shape its nothingness into something that one day could look like peace, as I scribble down pebbles, as I hold curious waves like dewdrops? Would it feel like warm January in the middle of July if I squeezed all 50 at the same time like a giant peach in my hand, putting each and every one coldly in pockets? Pockets with giant holes in them. Wouldn't the daydream grow larger by the seams? Wouldn't my heart designate hope? Wouldn't a part of me fall into myself, this big I, this nothingness I make of an ever so tiring I? But if I, and only I, can keep waves on shore after shore, and what if I record an intrinsic desire, kill off an already dead tale? There we would be, dropping dread. And as each moment, friend, dies, they transform into a sage-shaped drop, and they fold themselves into a yew tree in the middle of the small town street, all eyes soulless. Can I please ease their apathy by releasing a tight organ? Can I please split every mean tongue that has ever spoken to me into 2 paths, dust darks, maybe while I'm at it, break one into several earthquakes? Would you, my friend, be mad at me if I desire something out of touch, something out of sight? Alas, the world is wide open now, and as the black waves mumble in the sea, and seagulls bicker in the heavens, a sweet voice whispers from 6 feet under the ground. I only reshape gloom if it's been born from what has already been broken for years. So no, I didn't read that perfectly, and I don't think I read the poems before that perfectly either, but I can't be too much of a perfectionist. I want it to be real and raw, and if I stumble over a few words, it's just because I'm a human. I'm gonna do another favorite called, I'm gonna put it here, called Darksome Destinies, so hope you like this one. Darksome Destinies. Afternoon lethargy. Like a burning stone on my shoulder, and I am still humming those fragments you put inside of my mind. This pause is exquisite though, this bold gap between now and then. Like the most honest diary entry, I wake up every day with a new affection towards life. Enchanted by a newfound love for life. I wake every day like this despite all of the endless aching wonders, the endless waitings. Some sweet things are difficult, but some old, tarnished aren't. Now I want the saddest poems ever written in the whole blue world, combined with little C's on the dark pavement, ticking water. I desire flowery prose and hopeful folk songs from the early 1930s. I want, I need, I demand this and that freedom, this mirror in the ground, darksome destinies making their way through a faceless crowd. I will be the lucky one, most likely a Thursday child, like I used to be, stuck on the 4th Street, the fairest of all dull days. So wake me up when the last autumn leaf has fallen, let them wash away all the things I've done. Let September playlist play in the background as I hold 2 words, 2 hands of complication, hardened dust, intertwined, darkened darkness. The next one I'm gonna read, I'm putting here, like pop out. Woo! The tunes are twisted, and you painted me in a strict watercolor madness. Tough were you when you had my freckles remain on the very tip of your hard brush, because now I know, now I see the wind. The strangest one it is, sweeping through those inferior tree crowns. Now I see they're only capable of echoing distant memories. This harsh July that is only capable of doing nothing at all. All of the never-ending lonely nights, is it still possible to dim certain lights? Like this one, your very last touch, a question. The wind is hiding secrets in my windless childhood closet now. It's only a matter of a casual victory. And I'm not crazy, I'm just tangled up in something. And just like the wind, I can't make up my mind. Just like the tunes I'm carrying in my pockets with holes, I'm clueless. It's like I'm stuck in endless solitude in the most rural country in the world. All the old versions of myself are dancing wooden houses in a major, minor tornado. And who is this? This younger person staring through the looking glass, throwing pennies in the water like she's 15 again. I know her, casting wishes in the darkest places, singing sorrows for the loneliest faces. We never got to see the rain or the rainbow, but I'm right here replaying a major-minor tornado. What a strange loop. The never-ending twisting and turning, the never-ending, everlasting burning. So that one, I think I read that pretty well. Like, I think that's the best poem. Like, it's not my best poem, but it's the poem I read in the best way, in my opinion. No, but this sort of mirrors summer 2020, and I think it's about just like accepting the fact that your past makes you to a certain extent, and it's about accepting that you will always sort of be affected by the person you once were or the situations you once were in, you know what I mean? Yeah, like, now I see they're only capable of echoing distant memories. Just like how, like, certain things in your life are always coming back to you, and you're always, like, as you get older, you know, like, you always find ways to, like, reflect on, oh my god, my tea is cold. You always find ways to, like, as I said, reflect on high school or something that happened a year ago that you had such like black and white mentality of, or just things that happened to you that you had such a like one-sided view of, but now you can kind of come back more sort of like less subjectively, I guess, and more objectively. Like you can view things in more of a like with instead of watching something from like 18-year-old eyes, you can look at it with like 23-year-old eyes, which are a bit more, hopefully, I mean that's what I hope they are, a bit more mature and grown up and whatever. So sort of that's like the meaning of it. You know, not that deep. It sounds, you know, poetry has a lot of poetry has the tendency to sound deeper than it is, or I think even Bob Dylan said something like that, like sometimes I just write things because they sound good, it's not because it means, like, I think my dad has said that Bob Dylan has said something like that. I don't know if it's true, but I agree with him. Like, poetry is not always like super complex, even if it sometimes it just sounds good, you know. Sometimes you just write something that you know what it means, like, intuitively, but it's also just something you write because it's like, it sounds cool, you know. This one this one is called Dear Intruder, and I'm gonna explain sort of I'm gonna explain the backstory after I read it. Dear Intruder. Dear Intruder, I could have done without you, but now I embrace you. You'll be my reason for moving on, my reason for finally finding the courage to let go. Dear Intruder, you'll be my hardest legacy, the reason why I'm stronger today. You'll be my reason why I don't take shit from anyone anymore. Dear Intruder, I think I needed you. You didn't see that coming now, did you? I needed you. Now 1 year later, I understand. You were the turbulence I needed to shake all of my demons off. Dear Intruder, you thought you could wreck me, but now I wreck you. I can look back at you with laughter and faith that I needed you to shape this new and bolder me. You are in million little pieces now, just like you were back then, but I'm not ashamed of a single piece of you now. You should be ashamed yourself. Intruder, I picked you up and I tried to see the bigger picture. The thing you thought I was always going to be too scared to do. But dear Intruder, you aren't an intruder anymore. You are a part of me, but in the background. You aren't an intruder now when I have learned how to embrace you. You're just a part of my journey now, and I'm not ashamed of you. Dear Intruder, you wanted me to not see you, you wanted me to hide you, to ignore you, and to be ashamed of you, but dear Intruder, I own you now. So, as far as like, when it comes to like being vulnerable and all of that, this is hands down one of my favorite poems I've ever written, at least this year. Because I think the reason why I like this so much and why people in the comment section like this so much is because it's very personal and it's also vulnerable, as people say, and it's unfortunately something that so many people can relate to, and it's about like post-intrusive thoughts, post like stress and anxiety that I haven't dealt with in forever. But I dealt with sort of last year, and as I said, like I can come back and reflect objectively instead of like resentment and like one-sided thoughts and whatever. So a lot of poems this autumn has been like about like post-healing, I guess, like once I've already healed and how that feels and how I can like reflect, you know what I mean? So I like it very much, and if one poem can connect to one person, which it did at the time, and I think to even more than one person, that's all that matters. And obviously oh my god, I'm taking pictures. If you know what I mean, like as much as like I write poetry for selfish reasons, I make videos for selfish reasons, if I can connect to someone, that's all that matters. And I say that even if I said that in a jokingly way, I mean that more than anything. That's connecting to other people in this life. Life is all about relationships, connecting to people, making people feel things. I can't think of a single thing that matters more than that. So that makes me happy that at least one poem has touched somebody. So that means a lot. Yeah, I don't even know. I think I am going to read Come In With the Autumn Leaves, and putting it, I think this one's just supposed to be, I can kind of, no, I mean, I'll put it here. Yeah, I'll get it in here in some way. Oh god, this video is so long. This video is so long. Yeah, sorry. Come in with the autumn leaves. Space, we need it. Come in with the autumn leaves. Who knows what good old rain and thunder can hold? They could either make you the bearer of... Let's start over. Come in with the autumn leaves. Who knows what good old rain and thunder can hold? They could either make you the bearer of wet autumn leaves or the sweet memory of a hidden summer in your left pocket. And look, there they are. These close friends of mine, here attaching themselves to my fragile body. Yes, that dreamy duty of yellow Wellingtons. This world was built on that kind of vivid imagination as you know it. Just like thunder striking in the middle of bright Vivica's laughter. So please sprinkle all of my bookshelves, my bed, and this wooden desk with those deep red babes. And can you promise me beauty in a vase? You know I'm not much for flowers, so instead, please, baby, come in with the autumn leaves. Sprinkle my mind with death. Teach me how to accept it. Teach me how to come to terms with. Sing me a song if you're not being persuasive enough. I'll hum along, thinking, where does time go? Where does all of the faded memories go? Can we hold a thought in our hands? A thought. Where does it begin and where does it end? You, please come in with the autumn leaves and fingers of raging smoke. But let the colors be of fire, be on fire. Leave pink alone, please, it has never really been my favorite color. Come in with the autumn leaves and let the flames eat them up. If pink is in the shades, just let it be nothing but your rosy cheeks, glowing from golden wind. That one is, if anything, just supposed to make you smile. It's not necessarily supposed to make you, think like, oh, what does it mean? It's more supposed to just make you smile. I like to write poetry I'm not taking too seriously either. I just like to write poems that are just like cozy, like as stupid that might sound. Like I just like to write poetry that just like leaves you sometimes just with a comforting, warm feeling, and I hope that it did that for somebody. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna do one or two more, and I have a hard time making up my mind. I'm gonna read Waterline. It's shorter, so I know I'm like moving all the time, but I'm gonna, yeah, Waterline. Waterline. Short is a shadow and dark is the tree. Brief the heart's absorption of a rising waterline, and fatal the memory of a childhood summer like drizzling fireworks. Daunting is a golden sunrise, and savage dust on any sidewalk the day you turn 16. Absent is the permanent, plodging the moon on a violent autumn night. You're all alone, night driving, hours on end, while loving someone who could never love you back. So this is more me writing about a memory from high school where I would sit sort of in the back of the car and like had a crush on someone, and then I would just like, I knew it was just like something that would never happen. And I would just stare at the moon and think about this boy that couldn't mean less to me today than what he does. Like, I would never crush on someone like, oh my god. Plaguing, I pronounced that wrong, I'm sorry. Plaguing. There are so many words that just like, I don't want to look them up, like, just, sorry. No, plaguing the moon, sorry. No, but just a little memory poem, I guess. I just want to do one more because I'm honestly getting, I think, tired. I think I'm tired. I just want to read one more and then I'm pretty much done with this. Like, and I can't make up my mind. Like, I'm making this up as I go, which is very, I'm gonna do The Bravest Illumination because I like that poem a lot. The Bravest Illumination. There you go. It's the last poem, and here we go. Perhaps the great awakening never will come. Instead, my cool winds will glow in a subtle revival. How treacherous, how remarkable. I get a mixture of the sweetest spark-filled wonder. I am in love with every day. Lonesome lovers drag their rainy feet on tired sidewalks at night. And everyone knows, by now, autumn has taken over the game of the absurd divinity. It's here. The bravest illumination. Dust, 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 your summer wind miracle, your silent déjà vu. You have survived this before. So yeah, that's it. I have more poems that I have written. I have many more that I like, but I just don't want to make this video too long, and I really want to read the ones that I think, yeah, you can read them with their own voice in your head and you can see them on the screen and everything, but I think they almost do themselves. I almost think they are more interesting or something just read out loud, so I wanted to read some of them. And they're from pre-autumn and autumn 2020. So that's everything. If you want to go follow my Instagram, because I don't post anything social, because nothing of that is happening. Not much, nothing worth taking pictures of, at least. There's no vacations or anything like that. There's no traveling, nothing of that. Nothing exciting happens except creative, going for walks, studying every day, writing assignments every day, and then going for a walk and then writing poetry and reading. That's mostly just my days from now, and then calling a friend every once in a while and, talking to friends here and there, here and there, on the internet. So, and what I loved about this year is making so many online friends. That has really meant so much to me, to just be able to call a friend or text a friend or FaceTime, Zoom a friend almost every week, almost every other day, sort of, kind of, not really, but almost every week, that has definitely meant so much to me, to just get more of that, virtual life, instead of just sitting all alone. But and to get back into making videos too is very much fun. It's so much fun to be back making videos, and I'm definitely gonna post more original songs and covers. I think that's the next video, a song of some kind, and I hope you guys will like that. And yeah, poetry is a big hobby, big part of my life. If I ever feel like it, I might, create a poetry collection someday, but who knows. I might write a novel one day too. I love writing, it's more of a hobby, but studying literature and whatever, that is more of a university thing right now, and I might want to work with text in some way in the future. So yeah, that's it. I didn't read them perfectly. I definitely mispronounced certain words here and there, but then again, some of them, I've tried to make this video a few times, but then again, some of the poetry I picked is poems that I haven't read in forever, and sometimes I spoke too fast, I said things in the wrong tone or something, or I mispronounced. But here's the thing, I just want to make a stream of consciousness real video, instead of just making jump cutty perfect videos, So I just want to be me, and I just want to be human, and I just want to make videos because it's fun, not because I have some sort of pressure to be a certain person. I guess I just want to be me, So I guess I'm trying to do that, and I'm trying to get this channel going more, and the things I get more views on, obviously I will do more of, and the things that no one's into, I will not make again. So and I'll do more country music. I will do more covers of songs from the 50s and the 60s, like old country songs that I love and adore and have listened to since the age of 13, you know. And new songs. I've written a few songs this year that I'm actually quite fond of, that I like a bit, and I'm just gonna share it. I really like, please, here's another thing, like please, like if you can, listen to me on Spotify. Like I want to put up something there as soon as possible again, like an EP or a album or some yodeling songs again or something, like, because I have a few that I always been listening to and singing, but I never performed, but I just need to find a way to record them and get them out there again. But yeah, like listen to me on Spotify. I'll leave the link below. That sounds so YouTubey for a small little channel to be like, just comment below. And I'm just kidding. I'm hyper, and it's because like it's a really good day. It's an amazing day. It's a fun day. What? No, but like listen to me on Spotify. I really want to get back into more music and sing songs, country music, covers, everything. I know I have fans. Not really. I don't have fans. Maybe I do. I don't like that word. But I have listeners. I have people of all ages. I have a few girls my age that I've made friends with on YouTube, and it's so much fun. And I also have, you know, older people who's like thinks it's a cool thing that they see a Swedish girl in her 20s making country music. And that is very cool to have listeners. I just go on my Spotify sometimes and I don't have many listeners on there, but when I have that sometimes, when I have like 30 people on there like that listen to me, it's cool to see people in like Los Angeles. It's cool to see people in Dallas. It's cool to see people, you know, I don't know, Washington, I don't know, or any other place in the world. I think it's just so cool to, as I said before, like have friends, but also have people who watch you, or just to make friends in this time over Instagram and YouTube from all over the world. It's the perfect time for that. This time is about like knowledge, creativity, but also making friends on internet if possible, in obviously safe ways, and not like, please everybody out there, don't be on dating apps. I've never been on a single dating app my whole life, never gonna be. Just don't do that. I've heard, I'm gonna finish this video so soon, but I listened to a podcast, and maybe this is more well known and people have been doing this for longer than I've known, but I listened to it. Someone said the other day that some people go on like Zoom dates where they dress up, they pour a glass of wine, and they sit in front of Zoom, and they're just like, so what were you like in high school? People do that. I could never. No, when it comes to love and romance, I want to meet someone in a real life situation, not on, you know, apps like that. No, but making friends on Instagram with like like-minded interests and making YouTube friends and everything, I think it's so cool. I think it's, sorry, this video, oh, it's hyper. But yeah, I read some poetry and I'm gonna make more music, and I should stop talking, because this is also something about this time. It's just that I talk to myself constantly. If I'm not speaking to a friend on the phone or texting someone, it's just like, I talk to myself constantly. I'm talking about the things I read in this freaking book. I just think about existence in ways I haven't thought of before, and it's cool. But I talk to myself way too much. I think I start my days by just like talking to myself about like life and what the meaning of it might be. I think after I've had breakfast and I go brush my teeth, like I'll have like at least a 30-minute conversation with myself about, I just here I have a window and I will look out and like I will stand there and just talk to myself about everything, anything that come up in my brain that pops up. I would just like talk. I cannot stop it's just like I will catch myself. I would talk to myself for like, I know this sounds crazy, but like 35-40 minutes, and I would just like, God, it's time to actually sit down and study. What are you like it'll be like 11 p.m. and I've had like breakfast at 11 p.m. I'm kidding. Like I've had breakfast at like 9 a.m. and then it'll be like 11 a.m. Not 11 a.m. No, it will be like noon something. And I will just be like, God, you have been talking to yourself. You've studied a little bit, but now you've been talking to yourself for half an hour about how you think like aliens might exist. Like it's getting out of hand, and that's why I need to make YouTube videos, because I need to talk to somebody and not just myself, because I talk to myself way too much for empty ears. And that's why I think I get like a kick out of this, to just like make a video where all of this like talking to myself, like just get it out on the internet. So yeah, I mean, this was fun. It wasn't perfect. I didn't pronounce everything perfect or said everything in a perfect way. Perfect doesn't exist. Perfect is a bad word. Kidding. But no, it's just like a raw video of me reading my favorite poetry from this pre-autumn and autumn, and I hope you like it. And I'm gonna stop this video and read a little bit tonight, I think, and then next video will be music is something, and I have to edit this. God. No, but thank you for watching. Enjoy life as much as you can during these times. I know it might be hard, it's lonely, it's hard for so many people have struggled so much with mental health during these times, and for someone who has not done that, that makes me very sad to hear, because I just want everyone to be happy, and I want everyone to just like take this time to do something fun. And you know, I want to support more musicians, I want to support more writers and everything, so to be able to do that and connect to people is all that matters, I think, during these times. So do that if you can too. I think that would be cool. She can talk for years, and I'm not sorry about that. I thought it was fun, so I'm gonna stop. Bye. Bye. Bye.